everyone, it's Linda from Forming Studio. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be making a project using digital downloads from the Foxy rag. Now the Foxy rag is a quarterly online magazine which is produced by Tracy Fox of Love Junk Journals, so I'll put a link down below. And each issue features a variety of articles about junk journaling, obviously. And it includes new YouTubers and Etsy shops, and then Tracy always includes some free digital images, and that's what I'm going to be using today. So let me show you what I'm going to be using. This two pieces here came from the most recent edition, which is number 4, and it says it's a pocket ephemera folder, but as soon as I saw it I realised I could do something along the lines of my little trifolds. It's going to be a bit different, but that's where I'm going with it. So I've got that, and I've got the second piece, and then this was actually from the first issue of the Foxy rag, so some pretty tags and bits and pieces. So I thought, do you know what, that goes beautifully. And then finally I've got a piece of the patchwork papers. I think you saw me using some strips of those before, which I thought would just make a really super cover. And the other thing I've done, not on the back of the tags because I didn't need to, but I have just printed some shabby looking paper on the back there, just to take the whiteness off and give me something to work with. So what I'm going to do is go away and cut all the bits and pieces out, and then I will come back and we'll get making. Okay, that's me. I'm back with everything cut out. I've got all the bits of ephemera there, which we won't need just now, so I'll park them. And then the first thing I did was cut out the cover, because that was printed. And this is the cover that I'm going to use as the notebook. So I thought if I cut that out and got the sizes, then I would be able to work from there. So I have cut this at 17 by 14.2, and I have already scored it to fold it in half at 8.5, and I'm just going to, I know what's going to happen, I will forget to do this, so no, I'll wait. Do you know what, I'll do all the distressing and get Mr. Mac to speed us up when I'm ready to do that. Okay, so that's just got that cover, and here's the outer cover. So hopefully I've worked this out correctly. Pop that up there, and I've cut it to 14.5, so just less than half a centimetre taller than the other bit, and 26 this way, which was pretty much the exact width of the A4 once I'd trimmed off the border. When you print a digital, you always get a bit of a white border, so that is why I did that. Okay, and then I'm going to score, make a spine, a mini spine, so I'm going to score it at 9. I'm going to score it again at, did I do that at 9? I'm just having a moment. I must have done. Yeah, I did. 9 and 9.3. So once again, I'm going for just a tiny spine, and then I'm going to do the next one at 18.3, I think. Yep. Oops. Right. And I'm not going to make a second spine, so it's a bit different to the one I did before. So let's just fold that over and see what it looks like. Hunting for my other score line, I can't see it. Maybe make it a little bit deeper. There it is. Righty-ho, so once again I've just made a very small spine, and then this bit is going to fold in there. So I can either fold it in there, or actually we can fold it in there. Oh, decisions, decisions. Right, we'll decide when we get to that. Oh, I can see a bit of white, so I'll trim it just a wee bit, because the size of this doesn't actually matter. That's fine. So we've got that, and I think what I'm going to do is round all my corners. Now I've given up with that corner rounder, and I've got these baby ones. They're EK Success punches, so they're good and absolutely perfect for me. My little hands and my trigger thumb. And we'll do the same with this one. So I have got that, which is going to go in there, and that's coming around there. So far, so good. Tell you what's lost, as usual. My paper bin. Come on. Come to mummy. Righty-ho. Right. Got that, we got that, we got that. Pockets. Okie dokes. Now, I've cut them a little bit wider than the printing. Can you see I've left a little bit of white, because I suppose it's the way they had to be fitted on the page. They just didn't quite all have the same margins, and particularly the bottom margin wasn't deep enough. So we'll just score around those to make it easy to fold. Okay, now this one I noticed also is a bit bigger, so I think I want them the same size. So I'm going to take 1 centimetre off of that. Just my personal preference. I think they'll look a bit neater, the same size. So just score all the way around again. Oh! Or not, as the case may be. That is the only problem with having one of these double trimmer scorer things. If you're not concentrating, you do that. Never mind. I will come up with a way of dealing with it. Do you know what? We'll use that for something else. I'm not going to print it all off again, and I'll make a pocket maybe out of that spare bit there. Right, okay. There are no mistakes, remember? Only creative opportunities for embellishment. The other thing I want to do is just cut those off there and that off there. And I actually think that's going to need a little bit more off it. We'll see when we fold it. I always find these triangle pockets really awkward, and I can never work out the maths for them. Yes, see, a bit more off that. That'll do it. Okay, and then this one's fine. Okie dokes. So what have I done? No, I don't think I can make a pocket out of that, but I am now wondering whether I can be really clever and make a pocket from one of the pieces of ephemera. It's possible, isn't it? That would do it. That would do it. And that's, yeah, should we do that? I'll tell you what, I'll keep it to the side and we'll see what we think when we get there. Let's do it that way. Right, So I'm going to keep that with the ephemera. Got the pockets. And the next thing I need to do is the inside pages. So let's do that. And I'm cutting those to 16 by 3.8. Now, I'm not sure. This is bigger than A4. I don't know whether it's the old, what used to be called foolscap paper. But as it happens, it's a perfect size to get 2 pages out of. So that's why I've used it. And it's tea dyed. It's not coffee dyed, it's tea dyed. So I need to cut it 13.8 high. So each time I come down, I make everything just that slight bit, you know, negligible, but just fractionally smaller each time. It just gives a little bit of wriggle room. So 13.8. Do you know I'm going to do one at a time? That's that one. And we'll cut this off the bottom. It says Southfield Stationers, Scotland. I'm pretty sure it's ancient, really ancient. But I like that little strip. It might make a bit for a collage page, so I'll just put it with the ephemera. So that's me got, I know, I need to cut it this way. 13.8. Okay, I think I can risk doing 2 this way. And I have most definitely got a use for those. Not in this particular project, but... Oh, Lord. Right, as we were. I shouldn't talk and cut at the same time. It's 13.8 high and 16.5 wide, so that's correct. Right. Go again, Linda. 13.8. Oh. Keep. And then 16.5. Idiot. You know, I've just realised it's probably really annoying when my hand keeps coming up and down. I need to find somewhere to keep things that's not up there. Right. Hello. This is very old and very thin paper, and it doesn't really like the guillotine very much, so I'm really having a bad day, aren't I? That's only 13. Right, hold on. Fortunately, I have more, and I promise I'm not going to waste it. I do have ideas to use the rest of it up. So think, Linda, 13.8 high. And 13.8 high. Keep that. And then I want these two to be 16.5. And then hopefully we're there. That's more like it, and they should fit in there. And I'm not going to score them, I'm just going to gently fold them. She said. And that will be fine. Do you know, I don't know what this is. The lines are kind of strange, but I'm just wondering if it's, you know, for practicing handwriting or calligraphy. That would make sense, wouldn't it? It's like something I've never ever seen before. But I rather like it. So I'm not going to fold it hard. I'm just going to give it sort of a very gentle press. I don't really want a big crease in it. That's it. So that's going to go in there. That's going to go in there. That's going to go in there. And that corner didn't round awfully well. Okay, and I think I'll round these corners as well. Yeah. I just realised I've got more pages than I need. Now, I put 3 sheets into the original trifold. I've got 5. I think 5's too many. But let's try 4. I think there'll be room for that. So 4 doubled is 8 each side. So there'll be actually 16 pages to write on. So that's quite a decent amount, isn't it? That'll do us. That's better. Okay, good. Paper bin and get rid of all these little scraps. Okay. Put those out the way. Right. So I need to do some distressing. And I'm going to just... I'll get Mr. Mac to speed the video up while I do that, because you don't need to see me going all round here distressing. So I'm going to distress that and the pockets. But before I distress that pocket, I'm just going to cut a little notch in it. That's a 1-inch punch. I think that's big enough for this little pocket. Yep. Okay. So that's me going to do all around the edges of these, and the triangle pocket as well. I mean, actually there's some distressing printed on, but there's bits that I've missed, so we'll do that. Right, I think that's us. I think I'm ready to put my paper into my notebook. So I'm fiddling about, just being silly, but I like it that way better. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Sometimes I just like to fiddle about a bit. Right, okay. So I need my cake decorator foam mat, which is a very useful tool. I need my awl, I need some waxed thread, and I need a big needle. Come on, a big one. Well, that's just reminded me. I need to get some darning needles to send to my mum. Well, she phoned me up the other day and she said, I thought there were darning needles in the sewing box. And I said, yes. Have you looked? And she said, yes, of course I've looked. And I said, well, in which case, could Dad have borrowed them? And she said, ah. So I'm sure we all have that, you know, our other halves borrow things and then somehow or other they never seem to come back, do they? Am I happy with that? I am. Right. So I know what I'm going to do. Actually, before I clip it in, I will measure for the holes because it's easier to draw my dots on like this. Okay, it's just shy of 14, so I'm just going to tiddle it about a bit till I get the middle at 7. So I'm kind of eyeing it up. And then I'm going to go 2.5 centimetres, call it, from the bottom and 2.5 from the top. So that's me got 3 little dots in. It'd help if I put it in the crease, wouldn't it? And I can use that as my guide. So let's get it all clipped together. Don't really think there's a back or front to this, that's fine. Okay. Pop that one on there. So if I just fold that bit back out away for a minute, we can see what we're doing. Alrighty. That one on there. Ah, my inner pages have moved. Right, hold still. Hold still. That's better. It's worth just fiddling about for, you know, that extra little bit of time just to be sure everything's where you want it to be, because there's nothing more frustrating than binding it all up and then finding it's jutting out. Right, so let's take the awl. Now I'm going to close this up. Oh, that's interesting. I'm just checking here where my spine is, and actually I don't appear to have got that quite where I want it. That should be all right. Let's do it. Let's commit. Won't be the end of the world. I know. See, it's not on the spine. Act. What have I done? Right, well, we'll find a way to disguise that. I think it'll be okay. Oh, that's better. It's the middle one that's a bit iffy, but that's okay. I think it'll be fine. So my thread is roughly twice the height of my book, and I'm going to go down the middle and so that come out the centre. I'm going back in and then back down the middle. Don't split this thread. And back down there. Oops. And then finally under here, remove the needle and tie a knot. And I'm just going to check that it's snug on this side, and it is. And then we'll do a square knot or a reef knot. So left over right and under, right over left and under. Okay, and just trim it a little bit, I think. That's fine. Take those off. And hopefully look around. Just bear with while I put the needle away, because otherwise I will lose it. Right, where are we? Oh, I can feel something sticky on the back there. I don't quite know where I've picked it up. Again, I'll sort it out. Okay. I don't think I'm going to worry. I think that's not bad. It's such a narrow wee spine. So maybe for future reference, I should make my spine just a little bit wider. It'll be easier to get everything in. Right, so I want to put these pockets in, and I'm going to put, I think, now, am I going to put that there? Now that is actually a bit big to go there. So let's have another think about it. Let's do it differently. Let's put one in here. That'll be fine. And one in there, because of course that was the size they were printed out to fit. So we'll do that. And I think the only thing I'm going to do with this, I'm just going to not actually punch the rounded corner out, but just give it a little rounding, because then it'll look better there. Let's just tickle it with some distress, and then that can go there. Right, red tape. I think we'll do red tape. And I will get myself a piece of paper from my old gluing book. And this can be the red tape catcher. I'm pretty sure that once that's in, it'll all join up again, so it'll be fine. Oh yeah, it meets in the middle there. Do you know, I've stopped trying to cut the red tape exactly at the right angle. Now what I do is just go past where I want to be, and then just trim the extra little bit off. It's just easier, faster. So that's that one. This is this one. Oh, that one does fit, so that's cool. Okie doke. So I'm just going to get my bone folder and just burnish the tape down, because That makes it so much easier to peel it off. Right, and a pokey tool. One, two, and I decided to put that in the back here, didn't I? Try and get it straight. It's always a plus. Yeah, that's all right. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put my bone folder inside here and just do that as well, and hopefully that will be stuck down well. I'll just notice there's a little bit of tape sticking out, so I'll poke it back in. That's it, that's that one. So here we are with this one. Come on. Right. So I'll put this one in here, centre it up. Now it's a wee bit, for my liking, a wee bit small. If I was actually making it from scratch, I definitely would make it a bit bigger, but that's fine. Okay. All right. Keep that there for a moment, because the next thing I want to do is, I want to make a couple more pockets front and back here, I think. I'm hoping to have enough for a belly band as well, but I don't think I'm going to manage that. Oh, wait a minute. Ha, there's another bit there. So that would make us a belly band, which I think I'm going to put there. And that would make a pocket like that. Yeah, okay, let's make a pocket to go here. So that measures 7.5. So if I want my pocket to come in that wee bit, let's call it 7 centimetres. Scrap of paper. Oh, let's use this. So I want 7 centimetres, and then I want an extra ½ centimetre to fold around. So that makes 8. The height is whatever it is. I'm just looking to see. Well, look at that. It's going to be more or less exactly the same size pocket. So we'll do 8. And I will score down the short side at 1 centimetre, along one long side, which will be the bottom, and this side at 1 centimetre. Let's see how that looks. That's okay. That's okay. Let's put a little hole in it. So I'm happy with that there. Now, so if I have that there, and I have that there, I'll be right. And then I was thinking about having a sideways pocket this way. Great. So I want to measure my height, which is 14.5, I think. Just a little bit less, 14.3. Add 2 centimeters, which gives me 15.3. And then same again, I'll go round it I should have done that slightly bigger, but never mind. We'll go round it at a centimetre. This will teach me to do things like this from scratch and not work it out properly before I start making a video. Ho ho. Cut through there, cut through there, cut off here, cut off there. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, that's okay. That's actually okay. I think, because my idea was to put it there and then, you know, we could slide some of this ephemera into it. And it's the other side I want it, isn't it? It's this side. Because if I put it there and this closes up like that, then nothing will fall out. Yep, that's what I'm going to do with that. Decision made. So let's get the red tape again. Let's just clear away this mess. And do these. Oh, distress. Just thinking about that, I think it needs a bigger, I can never think what to call it, you know, but a grabby thing. Not necessarily deeper, but just a little bit. Yeah. That'll be good. Okay. Right, bit of red tape, and we'll be good to go. So that one's going there, that one's going there. Right. Butterfingers. It is just so blinking cold today. Only in Scotland would you hear a weather forecaster say, it's going to be 3 tomorrow and you'll need to keep the lights on all day. He's not wrong, the lights have been on all day and I can't see them going off anytime soon. But hey, you know, we're not that far from the clocks going forward, and then that will make That'll make such a difference. I definitely feel the nights, getting longer now. Shorter rather, the days getting longer. But I don't like the winter. It's the dark. I don't mind nice, cold, crisp, frosty days, but when it's cloudy and it's dark and drear and dreich, oh, it's miserable. But then I have to remind myself that, okay, we have these horrendous long nights, and sometimes it feels like we're only getting about 6 hours of daylight. Probably we get a bit more. We're not that far north. But then we have... I put that on the wrong side. Oh dear, you see, I can't talk and do things, but actually, do you know what? I'm going to just leave it there and start again. It won't matter. Okay, see? I think I'm going to have to rename myself the All Fingers and Thumbs crafter for this. Hey up, keeping it real. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, these long winter days, but the upside, of course, is that we have these amazing long, bright summer days. So, swings and roundabouts. And I've lived abroad, and I've lived in the tropics, and you can barely tell the difference in the seasons, and you can barely tell the difference weather-wise and time-wise, because the sun you more or less get 12-hour days. So, yeah, I think in some ways I prefer this, because we definitely do have seasons. Although, of course, in Scotland you can get the traditional 4 seasons in one day. Right, let's see if I can get this in without messing up. I think we'll do... I'm not going to put it too close to the spine, she said. About there. About there will do it. Yeah. Okay, it's a short little pocket, but that's fine. I'm using up every scrap of this rather than, print out, or if you're not printing and you're using scrapbook paper, cutting into another sheet of paper just to get a pocket. I kind of like the challenge of getting everything out of the bits you've got. Ooh, I can hear Mr. Mac in the kitchen. That means the soup is going on for luncheon. Lovely. He's made homemade bread this morning, and he's made, I think it's potato and leek soup. So that'll warm us up nicely. Right. Oh, look, I've got that wee bit left. Oh, I think it might make a tab or something, so we'll hang on to that. So as I say, I didn't need to use that as a pocket. I've got all the pockets that I want out of here. So that's great. Oh, belly band. That's the last little thing, belly band. So I'm just looking at the time. I can never quite see it, but I think we're okay. But once I've got this in, I think I'll probably just stop. Apart from anything else, I can smell the soup. So I will just slot this in with a wee bit of red tape. Behave. Right. Don't think it matters which way up we do that, does it? It's just a fraction long. Oops. Just trim it. Okay. So let's see where we are. I think this is kind of optional as to which way we do it, but having put that there and assume that I put something like that in it, then if we do it like that, it won't fall out. Whereas if I put something in there like that, it might fall out. Right, so it's going to be a big flap this time with a wee pocket. And we'll open that up. We've got a sideways pocket. Here's the cover of the notebook with a little pocket there. So 4 sheets of paper, making 16 sides to write on, pocket in the back, and a belly band. Okay, well, I think it took a while, but I've got there. And what I'll do is say goodbye to you now, and I'll do all the ephemera in the next video, and then we'll finish it there. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please give me the big thumbs up. Please feel free to comment, and I'll see you in the next video.